didn't know until he told me it was St. Patrick's Day weekend.
Ah.
So that's a loss in my book.
No, that's a complete. If everyone's in a pub crawl, nobody will do your pub crawl. You know what I mean? So when Bernard canceled, I had to call my sister and basically say, "Hey, tell the St. Bernards I won't be sharing the basement with them."
Hey, I got a message from Benny. How will they kill Lando? And he says a Colt 45 works every time.
You know, I got to give Orlando credit. I'd seen the amazing thing about him is that you look at all these movies he's done. People forget that Lando was originally supposed to be Harvey Dent in the original Tim Burton Batman.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he played District Attorney Harvey Dent in the original Batman.
Oh, that's right.
Remember, Robert Wool runs up to him and says, "We'd like to get a quote," and he blows him off.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to discuss ghosts and goblins.
Yeah.
Wow, good old Lando Calrissian. But yeah, I've never understood the thought of bringing back these beloved characters to kill them off, to get out of the way for your bland, new characters,
Yeah.
Although if you're near Barnes & Noble, pick up the new Infinity magazine. I have a giant interview with Ralph McQuarrie, who designed R2-D2, C-3PO, Darth Vader, Chewbacca, Jabba, and all these other Jawas as well. He talks about his original design for R2-D2. He pitched George Lucas on doing a rolling magnetic ball with a metal head that clings to this omnidirectional ball and appears as the head whenever it stops. Well, that means he designed, which came out after his death, BB-8.
Yeah. That was the original. They couldn't do it back then. Uh-oh, it's Steve Joyner.
Ah,
Let's see what he has to say.
let him know he's on the air.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, good morning, guys. Can you hear me?
We can, you're on the air.
You're on the air on Chaotic Radio on the Jeff and Janki Show. Welcome, Steve Joyner. What's up? How you doing?
Not bad, brother. How about yourself?
Good. I'm heading home today. I've been up in Santa Cruz all week.
I saw you.
On the set of Lost Boys.
Yeah, I seen you out there by the ocean on the piers and were you in Morro Bay too?
No. Just I went out to the wharf, but I did scout some locations of where they filmed the movie, though.
Wow.
How cool.
Incidentally, some of them are still here. Some of them are, unless you know where you're going to, like for instance, the video store where Diane Weiss,
The Frog Brothers, yeah.
That's a surf shop now. Go figure.
Yeah, that sounds appropriate.
But there's two trussels, right?
Yeah.
And one of them we walked up to, and we thought, "Oh, this is it, right?" And this homeless woman, she's like, "Oh, no, you got to walk down further by the Giant Dipper and all that. That's the pier that they hung from."
That's where Steve got murdered.
But then I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking, okay, this bridge is maybe 20 feet at best. And in the movie, I thought it was done on a soundstage. So I don't know. And it turns out that the Frog Brothers comic book store, that's not on the damn boardwalk. That's like downtown somewhere.
Oh, that's
The magic of filmmaking.
Yeah.
I will say I saw Jason Patrick at Monster Palooza, and he looked very good.
Yeah, but no. But they just filmed the movie Us up here.
Really?
And then they're thinking about doing a Lost Boys a TV series.
They're doing it. They've turned the Frog Brothers into women.
Yeah, it's done by the people who brought you Twilight, so it's guaranteed garbage. So.
Oh, glittery vampires. Oh, we just love glittery vampires, don't we?
How you been, Steve Marino?
I'll send you guys some pictures. I saw the stage where they had the concert and all that. So I mean, it's pretty cool up here. But I'm heading home today and taking the long Amtrak home. So what are you guys up to? Because I was hoping to see Hot Chick Friday, and well, it's just you two guys. So.
Oh, well, we have two hot chicks coming in. They just haven't gotten here
They're
yet.
on their way. They're already on their way. I already got texted, so it's they're coming in. It's gonna be a good show as soon as they get here.
What's your gift to Santa Cruz, Steve Marino?
Jeff, why don't you tell the listeners what you were telling me last week on the phone about the surf search for Hot Chick Friday.
Oh yeah, we should have like a contest, right? And win breakfast and $100 with the Jeff and Janki and T-shirts if you got what it takes to be Hot Chick Friday and do an interview here, no matter who you are or what you do for a living.
Bernard, the station manager, looked up surprised. This sounds like a great way to end up with the cops kneeling on your neck. My station manager is agreeing.
We thought about Patrick. Did he tell you about this?
He mentioned it, and I said what I pretty much just said.
We're not doing a Hot Chick Friday contest where if you got the goods that are if you're Jeff and Janky Hot Chick worthy, then send a postcard to but literally we could run a contest on this. $100, that's not bad at all. I mean, knowing our luck, though, Eddie Deason's going to go and drag,
You just reminded me, by the way, I saw Jim Ojala, one of our best guests last week at the Effects House. He created this, he was at Monster Palooza. He created this really disturbing zombie Iron Man.
There you go.
I was impressed.
It's just a short drive, people, out to the studio, but damn, it's a good show. We just can't pay a
Yeah. Hey, Janky, where are you going?
I'm getting you a water.
Oh, you're getting me a water.
You want a water, Bernard?
Okay, now it's time for Patrick leaves the show to go do some phone call work.
Yeah. He leaves me. Oh, here he comes. He's walking back. That was quick. That was a quick journey right there. Wow. All right, buddy.
With your left hand.
I just was having my free breakfast at the hotel, right?
Oh, yeah. You've been doing the free breakfast thing on your birthday. Like, how far can you take that,
As far as it shall go.
Damn Skippy.
No, but anyway, at the hotel here, they have the free breakfast, and I'm checking out at 10, but I got to make sure I, get my free towels and all the other stuff that I'm taking with me,
One more time?
You want me to call him and put him on the phone?
Sure. Hey, Steve, you want to be a call-in?
I am a call-in. Are we on the air?
Yeah. I'm holding my phone up to the microphone, but you can run through the like a caller on the radio station.
Well, it's working so far. I don't want to put it.
We're just killing time on the Jeff and Janky Show Friday.
Hey, what hotel?
Time.
What
That's
hotel
good.
are you staying at?
So here's some current events for you guys, all right?
All right.
Tomorrow is the first 420 day,
Oh, yeah.
and it falls on a Saturday, and in San Francisco, they're expecting a huge turnout at Ibby Park. Ibby Hill, excuse me.
Yeah.
My friend and I were watching the news, and it's funny because the police are like, well, we need everybody on by 6. That's not going to go over too good.
Oh, by 6, that ain't gonna happen.
How do you motivate a stone hippie to leave on time or do anything on time?
Yeah. It's, especially daylight savings time. They're gonna wait.
I just pictured all the cops getting contact high, like the guys end up in smoke. The
Yeah.
cops come. Yeah.
That's gonna happen. Yeah.
So who's coming on the show this morning?
We've got our friends Gina Sabala and Marcy Ringbold, and they're CEOs, and they own a company called Generation Skin, and they got a new product out for breast scar rejuvenation. So it's kind of a good thing they're doing, and they're going to come here and promote it and talk about it.
I had skin cancer, and I had to deal with that stuff all the time.
Yeah.
You got to be careful with that, Steve.
Yeah, no, for real. I mean, so that's a good thing. Are they hot chicks for Hot Chicks Friday?
Oh yes.
See that, listeners? That could be you we're talking about.
Yeah.
Just contact Jeffrey Sargent or Pat Jankowitz via Facebook.
So what's on the Continental Breakfast? Have you seen it yet?
Do what?
Have you seen the Continental Breakfast yet?
Yeah. Is it full breakfast or is it continental breakfast? And that a continental breakfast is what? A bagel and a coffee or what?
And a waffle boat.
They had some making-yourself waffles. It's not that bad. It's nothing to write home about.
Oh, wait. Making yourself waffles. You're at the Residence Inn.
Yeah, no, it was okay, guys. It wasn't that bad.
No, they have the
They
waffle.
have the killer
Hey,
waffle
Steve,
makers,
they have the
man.
killer. They make the waffle boats, and they're shaped like little boats. And you pour the syrup on, and they stay on top. Oh my God, I love their waffle makers.
You know what, guys? I just wish I was an aging comedian and I could have my friends take me out. You know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
There you go. Free breakfast, man.
I could have all my pals take me out, Jeff.
Oh. For those who don't know, that's an in joke to an almost guest.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah.
Patrick, can you pick me up from the train station?
Yeah, trust me. The easiest question to ever be asked, and I know I'm looking at Bernard and Jeff on this one. Hey, can I get a ride from LAX? Bleep you, buddy.
Patrick said if his mother returned from the grave,
I would never even
and said,
her.
Patrick, can you pick me up? And he would say no to his own mother.
Yeah, this is true. You do not.
You wouldn't do that, Patrick. But I'm just saying, like, you know.
I would never pick anyone up at LAX. I will never pick anyone.
I'll make you a deal. If you pick me up from the train station, I'll only charge you $25 to go do your show.
Wow, yeah. There was somebody who shall remain nameless who needed rides around, and Jeff gave him some rides. I gave him a couple rides. And then he kept saying he'd do the show, and then he wanted to charge us $25. So the nameless guest, thank you, but no thank you. I'm a journalist, man. You don't pay for an interview. I mean,
No, you know what? I made that mistake of paying for an interview. I screwed up with said person one time, but it's in the past. Let's just say that grease is not the word right now. You know?
But I mean, the last guest, who was trying to hold this up for anything, her tooth fell off on the air.
Yeah, and forced Dan Rupp to fill her tank with gasoline.
Yeah, our former station manager, show producer Dan Rupp, she was not only a lousy guest, her tooth fell off while we were on the.
And she was holding a Mad Magazine joke book in her hand when
and
it
then suddenly
happened.
she looked just like
Boom.
Alfred Newman.
Alfred Newman.
They can't all be winners, but hey, I wish, a girl talked to Dan, so he filled her tank.
This is true.
we had another female actress that I asked her if she wanted to do the show, and then she's like, "Oh, let me see. Let me get back with you. Oh, my manager says I should get $300 to $400
Wow.
for an interview." I'm going like, wow. Yeah, we got a big budget here at Chaotic Radio.
I have done 400 interviews, you guys.
I said, yeah, even if she
Christopher
was
Nolan,
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage. I've never paid for an interview, and I never will. Anyone who wants money for an interview.
We should let that be known right now on the air as far as Hot Chick Friday goes. If you've already win, you will have to get yourself out to the studio.
Yeah.
Now, if you complain about the travel, keep in mind we have had people like the great Jeffrey East come all the way from France.
Tiffany Shepis, and Jim O'Joe. But don't worry, if you do Hot Chick Friday, we'll send the Chaotic Limousine over to pick you up.
the Chaotic Limousine. How's the Chaotic Limousine coming out, Bernard?
It's a DeLorean. We gotta go back in time and get another.
And of course, the Chaotic Private Plane will whisk you from Paris to Montclair, Lake Paris.
When's that budget going to get us a helicopter, Bernard?
Yeah, where's our helicopter?
Close to never, guys.
I mean, we got room in the parking lot to land a helicopter.
And we can.
Other cars come around like 9 o'clock. That's
Oh, yeah.
I can see that going really bad really soon.
We're right, Steve, we're right. The new studio is right next door to Metro Nissan.
It's a beautiful studio, and it's way better than the old
Let
Chaotic.
me throw a word out at you. Sponsor.
Yeah. Why don't we get them to be a sponsor, man? We can put them on the radio right here in the parking lot.
Go across the street and bug them and tell them to leave if they sponsor the show. That's how you do it. Yeah.
That sounds good to me.
If you're in need for a new car at a Metro Nissan right next door, here I am promoting them already.
You just got to ask, and Jeff, where do you go to if you want a tattoo removed of your ex-girlfriend's name or something?
Yeah.
Where do you go, Jeff?
You go to Kalalugi, spa center.
Is that the girl who quit 5 minutes before you came in?
Yes.
For Davis. Okay, we got to work on that one. But yeah, no.
You know, they're having a new concert venue right across the street. They're making the
Oh yeah,
the
Monco
Rose.
Plaza.
The Rose, the Canyon Rose. They got two, one in Pasadena and one out by Agora.
Well, don't we have one here at the
I'm
Canyon?
just saying, like, there's a lot of sponsorship opportunities where we can finally monetize this show.
Yeah.
I'm all for it, brother.
It seems like you and I are doing a lot of work, Patrick.
I'm on deadline, boys. Deadline. I've got 2 books in the offering and a bunch of articles. Speaking of which, by the way, if you're near Barnes and...
How are the books coming along, Pat?
Right now it feels like Vietnam, where you're too far in to get out, and you can't return, and you got to keep fighting till you hit the water. So I've got.
So you're coming? Are you going to survive it? You going to make it out of the jungle?
I will not say what either subject is yet, but yeah, I'm at the point, Steve, where I feel I'm so far in, I can't get back out. I have to fight till I see an ending. And if you're near Barnes and Noble, pick up the new issue of Star Trek for my interview with character actor Don Stark.
Oh, yes, indeed.
And I have our boys John Lawson coming up too, because it's the 30th anniversary of the Borgs this year.
Oh, that's right.
Wait, a little word of advice, Patrick. Keep your writings away from Steve Rubin.
Boy, oh boy, that was the guy who quoted my own article to me while telling me what a great Twilight Zone writer he was. And I looked at it, and
you by being a guest on your show.
it drove me crazy. Not only did it, we're basically setting all our previous guests on fire this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I did.
We're just calling them out. You know what it is? It's called the Crucifixion Day.
Oh no, let's not blaspheme. But I will
That's
say-
right. This is the day we nail everybody to the
No,
cross, right?
that's not
That's a
blasphemy.
Good Friday.
So anyway, yeah, Steve, one of the contests we won, the round of horror trivia we won last night was Twilight Zone. You can't top me on classic Twilight Zone. And Steve Rubin was telling us how he wrote the ultimate Twilight Zone book without ever talking to any Twilight Zone actors. Bleeping idiot. And then he started quoting, it was Cliff Robertson or somebody, but he was the guest on the show. He was quoting me to my face he was quoting one of my interviews to my face, giving himself credit for finding the quote. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. He's so lucky he was not in studio.
It was a weird show. But hey, have you seen the new Twilight Zone at all? Any thoughts about it?
No, you know what? I've been so disappointed by every redo of the Twilight Zone. I was skipping this one. How is it?
Excellent.
Really?
Excellent.
You liked it?
Bernard approves.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bernard's a genre guy.
We gotta see it to see what it's about at least, so we can at least give it a yay or nay. Bernard likes it. We gotta see what the deal is.
It's free on YouTube right now.
Oh, it is?
So they're previewing it free on YouTube. You can look it up, and you'll see the first one with Kamel Nujali and Tracy Morgan. It's called Comedian. It is classic Twilight Zone redone. It is great.
See, my problem with like in the 80s, you look at the old 80s Twilight Zones, and like 3 of them were truly great, and the rest of them were all on. The rest of them were all bad 80s, obsessed with nuclear war and breakdancing.
Those were very powerful issues.
We need someone with a strong opinion about breakdancing and nuclear war. And
Well, it's Good Friday, guys.
it is. Yeah, I mean, what are you doing this Easter weekend, Steve? You going to be in town, or are you still staying in?
No, I'm leaving today, and I haven't even thought. I forgot it was Passover.
Oh yeah, that's true. Happy Passover.
I forgot all about that stuff.
Wow. Well, but what took you to Santa Cruz?
Do what?
What took you to Lost Boys Town?
When I get to the Lost Boy, what?
The Lost Boy. So what took you to the Lost Boy set? The Lost Boy town.
Oh, what took me there? Just somewhere I've never been here before, right?
Right.
So it's always good to go somewhere new. And secondly, I love the film, and I just want to see if there's anything there. Now, obviously, the boardwalk, the arcade, and all that, you could see a lot of the stuff and the steps where they rode their motorcycles down and raced on the beach. I mean, it's still a lot of it there, but from what I understand, the cave that they all lived in, that was down in L.A. That wasn't up here.
Ah, that's the way they always kind of shoot movies, man. They could shoot all over and make it all one town.
And I'm right up the road from the mystery spot. Do you guys know about that?
Oh yeah, we had one of those in Michigan, like Mystery Hill, where water runs uphill.
Hey, Patrick, don't they have something like that in Michigan?
Mystery Hill, baby. We have Mystery Hill. It used to be in the Irish Hills. And in the Irish Hills, you would have Mystery Hill where water would run backwards and all this other stuff. They also had, my favorite thing there was Prehistoric Village, which was like Jurassic Park before Jurassic Park. They would give these kids, you'd ride this crappy tram. All the dinosaurs would be like statuary, like garden gnomes, but giant. And you would ride along like as an 8-year-old with your mother, and you would defend her with a Mark's machine gun from the dinosaurs. And the driver of the tram would go, fire, 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 and you. If you
did you do this, Patrick?
Hell yeah, I would defend my mom's honor from a ceramic pterodon.
But you won't pick her up at LAX.
I will pick no one up for LAX. You could be my favorite dog from childhood. You could come back and need a ride for LAX. TS to you, buddy, Hamish. I pick no one.
I know it's a pain driving down there, but you won't drive down there at all.
Never. That's why I skip those shows on the other side of the 405. I'll never do those autograph shows or anything else. Anything that's out by LAX, I'm out, tapped out. It's too far. I'm a Southern Californian, which means I'll do many things, but one thing I will not do is pick you up at LAX, and I will not go past LAX because nothing worth doing is past LAX.
We did one thing. Remember, we went to the when we gave Barbara a ride home. Remember that?
And by the way, was that worth doing?
No.
See that thing. Barbara,
what convention was that? We helped Dee Wallace take her after she packed her table up, and we helped her load up her.
Well, I'll help Dee Wallace do anything. She's a very sweet lady. Barbara, not so much. Her birthday's.
She's in Chillers going on this weekend.
You know, I interviewed Barbara on stage last year at Hollywood Horror. I mean, not Barbara. I interviewed Dee Wallace at Hollywood Horror Fest last year. Incredibly sweet woman. One of the first celebrities I met as a kid in Southern California. I recognized her husband from Cujo, which is weird because she was in the same movie, but we recognized him first.
Yeah.
The late, great Christopher Stone. My brothers and I were taking my grandmother to the Merv Griffin show.
Merv Griffin show.
You're forgetting Gene Coulter was a stunt woman on that movie.
Yeah, Gene Coulter, the stunt woman, told the story doubling Dee Wallace about having her nose bit off on the air by the dog.
I mean, I spoke to Dee Wallace one time, but she was nice, but I remember she was like, didn't she jump on the Dan Aykroyd Yaphet Kotto train of like psychic stuff?
I don't know.
Or aliens. Didn't she get in that whole,
She was an ET, but I don't think she's ever went there. I'll be honest with you. She was when I was running for Fangoria, the second volume, you know what I mean? We did that massive show I've talked about in the air, this Halloween show where they just hemorrhaged money. And she jokingly said on Halloween, I am not E.T.'s effing mother. And I mean, she's cool. People forget she has a huge horror pedigree. She's in the original Hills Have Eyes. She was in The Howling. I mean, she was a great horror actress,
What, Pat, what was the name of that convention we were at? It was right down the street from LAX. It was on the same boulevard.
Last year?
No, when we helped Dee Wallace, when we drove home.
That was Haunt X. That was Haunt X, remember?
It was?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah, and they were on the other side of the 405. Again, nothing survives there for long because nobody wants to go by LAX.
There wasn't many people. It wasn't crowded.
No, not at all. That's
That
why
convention.
that's why you can't go to Honda X
I
today.
got some good news for you, Patrick.
Oh no.
Okay, so why is it whenever you disappear on vacation, like drama will pop up even if you don't want it?
Always been.
So one of the shows that I was helping out, that will remain nameless, he pulled a really mean trick on me, and then a former guest of yours that thought he was really funny but really offensive, I dropped that guy because his show folded.
Yeah, not surprised. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He called me up because his show folded, and anyway, it's a long story, so I excommunicated them. But it's just, like I said, it's just progression. I hope we can do more shows now. That's why Hot Chick Friday, there's so many people that they just got to come out there and we got shows,
Well, it's a good time to discuss what the future of the show. I'm always up for monetizing it. To me, it's
we can't monetize it if no one shows up, though. We need people in.
yeah, but this might be an off-the-air discussion. It sounds a little desperate.
all these
You're aware you're on the air in front of our station manager, right?
sorry. Just kidding, Brian. But listen, we'll have Dutchie come in and do a song.
Yeah, we have Dutchie come in. Dutchie live.
Yeah, that's
It's never too late to celebrate mediocrity, folks.
angry English dwarf theater.
Oh my God! Our guests are here, Steve. We gotta go.
Steve,
Hot Chick Friday is on. Oh my God!
I am not disappointed.
Talk to you after the show, buddy.
Time to pull the ripcord, Steve. Have a safe fall.
All right.
We've
Ladies and gentlemen out there, our guests are here.
Wow.
Marcy Ringgold and Gina Sabala Franklin.
Holy moly. Hello.
Welcome, ladies.
Wow.
Oh my God, Marcy, how are you?
Gina.
See you in person. Oh my gosh.
Girls, you look terrific.
Thank you.
Wow.
Good morning.
Thank you for showing up.
Wow. Here's the mic right here. Right, we got one here for Marcy right here. We got one for Gina right here.
Thank you.
And Bernard Morris, our station manager owner right here. Say
He's
hello to the
going to
ladies.
set you up.
Here we go.
He's going to adjust the
A
mic.
Bond and the brunette here for Hot Chick
The
Friday.
Mevo cameras. Here's your headphones.
Thank you.
I was already disposed to like you guys because Gina owns the greatest breed of dog on earth. You have 2 Scottish Terriers.
I do.
Wow, and they're crate carried because they're such a-holes.
Wait, what was that?
You crate them because they're a-holes. It's the most a-hole-ish breed of dog.
They actually prefer to sleep in that at night when I'm not home.
Wow, really? So do you leave it open and they crawl in themselves?
Yes. They
Wow.
have stairs. They even have stairs to my bed.
They know where to go.
That's adorable. Winston, and what's the other one's name?
Lola.
Lola. Wow.
Winslow.
Oh. Well, now, ladies, what's interesting about you guys is you have a product we'd like to talk to you about.
Absolutely.
Yes. Describe it.
Let me get it.
Sure. Remember, it's only a 2-hour show.
I know. We only have 15 minutes left.
How was your drive, Marcy?
Good, and I brought you something
Oh my gosh.
that you could stick your finger in.
All right, I love the finger puppets.
How did you
Oh
know
boy.
that?
Oh my gosh. Let me.
Oh, it's weed.
Can you
Oh
stick your
my
finger in
gosh.
weed?
You just know how to get to my heart, don't you?
It's a bad.
Hi, I'm Jeff Sargent with a mask.
Wow, now
Look
you.
at that, a Batman finger puppet.
I can-
That is. Thank you, Marcy.
I can
That-
go home. You have a new co-host.
That means a lot to me, man.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, look at this, Bernard. Look at that.
Jeff and his little friend.
Say hello to my little friend.
Emphasize little.
Boy, this is awesome. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for the
Yes.
gift, Marcy. Oh, wait, you didn't get me one.
You can share.
Thank you.
Well, I've known these two women for a few years now.
And they still
Quite a
talk
few
to you.
years.
Okay, so this is our product. I have one that's already open that I will just give to you that you can open it and take a look at it.
Generation Skid, made with love and care, with you in mind to feel beautiful while healing naturally and affordably. Remember, rejuvenation begins with Generation Skin.
I didn't know that, Jeff. I didn't know you could read.
So we open it up, and there you go. Now, as you can see, as our Mevo camera is
Oh, there it is.
directing- yeah.
I'm like, woo.
It's got voice tracking. It's like when you see the show, it's like a cameraman. They're filming everybody.
What are you
It's
talking from to?
It's the most amazing thing.
When I saw that Mevo thing, I'm all, who's Mevo? Well, what does he look like?
Aw.
So
Anyway.
so what's the thickness on this material? Do you know?
It is like under, it's 0.5, and what it is actually medical grade silicone, and that is with it's adhered to a spandex and polyester, which is more like a swimsuit material, so it conforms to the body, and it's more stretchable than anything opposed to what's on the market. So, and
Interesting.
oh yeah. And Marcy has some more information about medical grade silicone for our listeners.
Yeah, talk to us about medical grade silicone, Marcy.
Well, it's breathable, which helps with the healing of the scarring, and which it helps to keep like bacterial out during the healing process, which is really important. So
It helps with the keloid scars.
yes,
it
and
helps flatten it and makes
it
the
softer.
texture and brighter. And if you keep using our product, we usually get results within 2 weeks. You can see dramatic
Wow.
difference, and it doesn't matter how old the scar is. As long as it's over 6 months, you can use it and get amazing results. You have that upside down.
I have it upside down. Now,
Try it on, Jeffrey.
this is a lot of work. I mean, the artwork.
Wah, wah, wah.
I mean, you put a lot of work in this design. I mean, to make it, and the packaging is amazing. How it all just.
Why don't you tell us a little about yourselves, ladies?
Ooh.
what would you like to know?
You're from Upland originally, or?
How did this collaboration start?
We're already asking them a question. This is how it works. They answer, then you ask them the next question.
Okay. I'm just excited here.
I actually am from this area, Ontario, Chino. I live in Upland, and I pretty much, this right here came to me from a personal experience, and I wanted to change that. I wanted something to be affordable, that was beautiful, that made a woman feel just great while they're healing, instead of going through a traumatic thing, whether it is breast cancer or it's cosmetic. Everybody should have the same, they should just feel beautiful while they're healing,
Jeff, stop texting.
As
when you get
opposed
there.
to like a Band-Aid or something like that.
Yeah,
That's
I mean, you have
what
stuff on
else
the
is out there.
on the market that is like ridiculously expensive. I've read so many different complaints from, they're supposed to be the top of, I won't really get into their names, but so many negative comments that they spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars at stuff that just doesn't apply well. It doesn't stick, it doesn't conform. So, we have something that actually does that. It's beautiful. You can go in the pool in it. You can use it multiple times. It's a really good experience. Really, you guys should try them on. And where Marcy and I, our love of music, laughter and music
what
is
brought us
everything.
together.
So that's what brought us together 9 years ago. And I'll let her tell the rest of the story. And
Were
how
you in
she
a
got
band
involved.
together, you two?
No.
No.
We would just be at the shows and promoter friends and hanging out, and just our love of music. We saw each other. So.
Yeah, then we kind of lost contact for a little while, and then we rehooked up again. She told me about this great idea, and I had some resources too, and I wanted to invest in something that helps other people, and so our journey began.
Wow, very
Yeah.
nice. Tell me more, Marcy. Are you from Upland
I'm
originally?
not from Upland. I actually am from Long Beach.
The
LBC!
From the LBC.
Wow, Jinx.
Did most of my growing up in Orange County, and then right now, currently, I live in Whittier.
Oh, I would tell you the name, which sounds sort of like Whittier, but starts with an S and an H, but I won't.
Oh my gosh!
Oh. It's the gateway to Garbage Grove. But you live by where
I'm proud to be there.
You're not too far from where Eazy-E is buried, over in Rose Hills.
Yes, I'm not too far from there at all.
Actually, she is up in the hills, so.
Wow.
Yes, I am in the hills. So I have a view of downtown LA and that.
Wow.
And the smog.
Wow.
Are you above the smog line, though? I mean,
It's right there.
I can
It's a
see
fair
it.
line.
and what did you originally do?
Well, oh God, I was married for 27 years. I got married in high school. And that lasted 27 years, yeah.
Must have been a hell of a teacher.
No, we built a business, a very successful business together, and
Weed. No,
no, it
no.
wasn't weed. It was heavy metal.
It was.
Whoa.
It was lead.
Scrapping, right?
Not scrapping, but anyways, that's in the past. And I was, like I said, I was retired and I was looking for something to do and wanted to help other people, and
That's when Gina came up with her idea.
that's right.
Well, I had this in place, and I actually was getting ready to finance my life away, and with loans and everything else, and just to make a prototype. But it was perfect timing, and we got together, and it was like she really believed in what I was trying to do, and it's actually got so much bigger than what I ever imagined. And her and I working together as a team, this could never. I don't even think this could have ever happened without Marcy. I'm very grateful for her, and I mean, our friendship, our business, everything is just, we're ready for Sunset Bloom to blossom. So,
Oh, and your
You know.
friendship hasn't been affected by being business partners?
Absolutely.
Now,
not.
you had to do a lot of medical research when getting
I
started.
was a guinea pig. Tested and approved.
Wow. Now this is, I mean, that's, how did you start your research?
Well, from my personal experience, in 2005, I decided to have a lift and augmentation, and I had complications, and I had to have a second emergency surgery, which I knew that was already going to be scarring, but I was even more traumatized by that. And then there was just nothing on the market. There was these little strips from Neosporin. The doctor recommended medical grade silicone.
gosh.
But it was so expensive to get a sheet. It was like about $150 online. You had to wait 2 weeks, or you would buy Neosporin strips, and they were about 1 inch, and you would have to cut them and conform them, and they were just very expensive. It was like 12 strips for $36. It was just ridiculous.
Wow.
And so I would get very upset and depressed. I'm like, it wasn't worth it. Why did I do that? There just has to be another way. Of course, over the years, somebody did come up with some sort of, bandages, as I want to call them. And it just wasn't good enough. I'm like, there has to be something that's affordable, that's beautiful, that it serves its purpose. And hell, you feel kind of sexy when you wear them, man. It lifts and it does so many different things. Yeah, so it was just something that had to be made. So we actually have another set that is going to make it like a mommy makeover. We can talk about it now because we already have, it's very important to get patents and, before you talk about a product, because people like to steal and rip things off. So we have one that's the same sort of flower, and it is the sunset lay. So it'll be for the tummy tuck. It'll be for multiple reasons. You can have a hernia scar. You can have, you can use it this way for this kind of mastectomy. I mean, this works for mastectomies and multiple breast post-augmentations, but, you just can get so many different uses out of it. So we're excited.
Wow, very good. What made you come up with the name?
Which one?
The name of the product, of course.
Well, because we wanted something that represents, life. And the first thing that we think of that makes us feel wonderful and serene is the beach, the ocean, the waves, the the weather, everything. It's just, and so what do you usually see? You see the sunset. So I
California lifestyle.
Yeah.
Ah, very good.
Well, yeah. So I don't know. It just came to my mind.
Well, there you go.
It's like, aha, But a lot of this, we just batted around different things that flowed, and it did. And then, Sunset Bloom, then the Sunset Lay. That's what the other product will be called. And I'm sorry to say that we did not come wearing the product, so that'll, stay tuned for the next segment. Keep your eyes peeled.
Well, you mentioned you were in the music. Have you done the new Canyon over at the Montclair place?
have.
What'd you see there?
I mean, it's already open. It looks like there's still tractors and they're still doing stuff.
No way, moron. Al Stewart was there last week. I went to go see Al Stewart.
Oh, so I have to go inside the building. I thought it was started from the outside. There's no marquee there or nothing.
Well, it's where the old food court used to be. So
Really?
yeah, they took
Wait,
that
Bernard
whole
said that
thing
too. It's the old food court. Have you been there yet, Bernard?
No, but we're trying to work out a little plan with them. So
I like it. There's nothing funnier than drunk older people trying to ride a mechanical bull. Now that I was between watching the band and that, I just was like, wow, this is hilarious. Because they give it all they got. I'm like, faster, faster. I'm like, oh, no, watching the band.
And before the bolt throws him, Jeff usually craps his pants.
I tried it, man. It doesn't last too long in that mechanical bull.
Crapping your pants
do you go
around.
like this?
Yeah.
Remind me of having his own mustache.
Oh man.
Who'd you see there?
Actually, it was a bunch of local bands. Excuse me. It was Backstreet, The Dogs, and Groove Session. So some of the
I've
local
seen Groove
bands,
Session, yeah.
they were really good. Everybody was great. The food looked amazing, although I didn't eat. But somebody had a steak right next to me. I'm like, wow, I gotta eat here. They are actually open every day for food. I just found out. I met the manager. So, but anyways, back to Sunset Bloom.
Yeah.
Have you seen any bands there, Marcy?
No, I have not.
Oh,
Not yet.
cool. Local bands? Shame on you, Gina. What about the great bands that come through town?
Hey, they just opened last week.
Well, maybe they just haven't came around yet, Pat.
I'm sorry, and you're booking for who?
Oh, don't worry, we'll get to the plugs, baby. We're gonna do this right. But I just think it's exciting that we have a concert venue 5 minutes from your door.
That's kind of cool. I like that.
It was under $8 for a lift one way. I was like, yes.
And you don't have to pay for parking either. Well, you took lifts, so you don't. But you know what I mean. You
Yeah.
can park in the parking lot if you drive.
There's plenty of parking here at the Montclair Plaza. That's what I like.
It's not a plaza anymore. It's a place.
It's a place, a plaza. I'm still.
It's a place that the plaza used to be.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll show you how old I am. I remember when it was a single-story building, and then they
Jeff would
added a
ride his-
second floor.
Jeff would have ride his dinosaur down there.
Oh,
He'd go, I'm on my way to Zodi's.
Zodi's! Oh my God! I remember that was on Central Avenue, wasn't it?
Jeff would make a left at the Federated.
Yeah, Federated Group.
Bedco, right?
Fedco, yeah.
Wow, and Gemco. Remember Gemco?
Gemco and Fedco.
That's
Yeah,
true.
Gemco.
It's warm in here.
Well, I like the ascot. You look like Fred from Scooby-Doo.
I do. Oh, you know what? Maybe. Oh, much cooler now.
There you go.
Oh.
You can take something off every half hour. That'll keep people watching.
Well, I have these. I'll be right back.
So what's your
Make sure
plan?
the-
What's your plan for marketing? How do we hospitals? I mean, I dropped some off at the Kalugi skincare spa, and they seem pretty excited about it.
Is it
So I
this
hope you get
homeless
some
man-
calls from them.
Well, we just launched, and that pretty much was, our challenges. We're not as, social media savvy, but actually we are meeting with somebody later this afternoon. we did get a 3M interview, which will be coming out shortly. As soon as they're done with their editing, we signed a release on that. So really excited. I mean, they don't just interview anybody, but we do use their product, and they were very excited what we're trying to do, and the fact that this is turned into people with breast cancer are more like drawn to this. It just took a life of its own, and we're super excited to be a part of any part of a healing experience or anything that we can give back.
Women helping women.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're excited. We're just gonna keep plugging away, and hopefully you'll be seeing us real soon with another product.
Interesting.
That's good. You gotta keep it rolling, man.
See, the camera's over here. It's not over there, so you guys have no idea what he's doing. He's like, interesting.
Well, just have to make sure everything's humming over here on Pornhub.
What?
No. So, you have 2 Scottish Terriers. How old are they now?
3 and 1.5, 3.5 and 1.5.
Are they your first
Thank
one?
you. Sorry.
Wow.
I'm super hot. Thank you, my love.
That's great, man. I love it. You miss your dog, don't you?
I do. I mean,
mean,
seeing her dogs yesterday, I forgot how much I love my Scottish Terrier, Hamish. You know what I mean? I mean, they're great dogs. They're kind of jerky. They're kind of nice. They're charming.
As long as you have treats and bones,
But the way they would hop up and just start nesting on your back if you're reading something on the floor, if you like.
Well, I never really lay on the floor, but they took to you quite well.
No, they're great dogs. I mean, one of them was brindle, and the other one was pure black, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just great dogs. It was fun. Jeff was teasing me about that, but I forgot what fun those dogs were until I saw yours.
Well, they're like my second set of kids, my other kids, and I love them so much. So.
I have a whole zoo. So.
Oh, she does. She has Animal Kingdom.
Do you have any Scotties,
No.
Marcy?
No, I do not. I have a Pomchi, a Papchi, and a
What's a
Peekapoo.
Pomchi?
Basically, they're little dogs that one of them just doesn't.
do you carry them? Are they small enough to carry in your purse? Or
They
go with
are,
you?
but they're not with me right now. And I rescued 2 kitties. too.
But when you went to the Montclair place with Gina, you would have that dog in there next to your flask.
We're dog friendly here at Chaotic
We
Radio.
are.
Should have brought them all.
We've had
John Redcorn brought us Chihuahuas.
he brought his 2, and then Casey Mussman brought their German Shepherd. Their
Ghost,
was
yeah.
it a
Casey
Akita?
and Orm.
No, he was
Mussman.
an Akita, wasn't he?
I think it was maybe. Orm, they brought this huge dog. He was really well behaved.
Mine aren't.
I still have a little, it's the smallest, tiniest, but it's a scar.
It's a tattoo
Oh my God.
on her
What about-
ankle.
Wow.
This big.
What does
I'm
it
like,
say? Poison?
No, it's teeth marks.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was hoping it's something weird.
Hey, who would be griping about being bit by Rex Brown?
I was hoping it would say
Yeah.
property of poison.
No, but Alice Cooper did say I was poisoned one time. Pointed right at me.
Where would you meet Alice Cooper?
Oh, front row. Pointed right at me. I go, me?
Yeah, you're poison.
Wow. He's from Michigan, you know.
Oh, that's right, huh?
I'd rather be Alice
golfer,
Cooper
too.
poison than Belle Biv DeVoe poison.
Oh,
Yeah.
Were you at one point?
I'm sorry.
Property of Millie Vanilli is on her back.
What? I didn't get that memo this morning.
Millie Vanilli.
Where's your phone? Didn't you look up her IMDb?
I did. By the way, I was surprised. Our beloved Gina over here actually produced, directed, and starred in the movie.
She did.
I did.
You going to tell us more about that?
It's called Of All the Luck. I did that in 2003.
Of all the luck.
And it was something that I wanted to write. I kind of wanted to do a mini Barbara Streisand, but without any cussing or profanity or sexual innuendos and
So
see if
everything
I
that
can
people-
entertain people. So
Well, that's a worthy experiment until you got to everything you were taking out.
What are you
what is he
about?
talking
She was
about?
talking
What's he
about
talking about? What are you talking about?
profanity and all that other
Oh,
stuff is what
okay.
makes a movie a movie.
Ah,
No,
was
I,
cute.
it's,
It was cute.
it's
family-friendly movie.
there you go.
Yes.
Think John Hughes kind of thing. You know, I just wanted to. It was about trials and tribulation from high school love to finding, moving on and finding something different.
You shot it completely in Upland, right? Mm-hmm. Wow, interesting. Of all the luck.
I know. Who would have thought?
How was Upland? Was it all done guerrilla style? Was Upland conducive to being shot here?
Actually, we filmed at the Black Watch Pub. We filmed at Cafe Allegro, Boomers, Chaffee and Ontario High School. What else? We did guerrilla style at an Upland or Altaloma laundromat.
Oh, cool.
It was
yeah.
kind of like everybody get here and just move around everybody, know your lines, know your place, and just kind of pretend they're extras.
Did you have to tell anybody sign waivers or anything with the people that were
It
there?
was during the SAG
Like,
strike. Everybody just wanted to work. They wanted
Yeah,
to keep the
true.
reel going. So
Uh-oh, who is that?
I don't know, but I can't
Check it
remember
out.
what just happened. Sorry.
Or was that an alarm?
No, I'm up.
I'm barely up.
It is warm. Next time I'll bring a fan.
So this movie was available. It came out on VHS. You told me.
Boy, oh boy, I'm
beta.
I'm getting myself a Betamax to watch this tonight.
Woohoo!
You have one copy.
You guys are gonna make me drink tonight.
We got whiskey in the cabinet.
We do actually. A romantic comedy about a young woman's luck with relationships and finding love. There's the poster.
Wow, look at that.
Looks like you, Gina.
Does it? That's
Oh
good.
my God!
So let's see. Let's take a look at the cast and crew. The Heather Wolfer was in this.
Yeah, she was sweet. She was fun. I actually found her on Facebook. I lost a lot of people, so I actually did have a VHS copy. And then I got a hold of my producer, and he met up with me, and I was able to get the DVDs, and I had a friend of mine upload it to, YouTube, and now I can watch it. I can finally see it.
Well, how could the rest of our listeners and me and Pat as well
Yes.
watch this movie?
Well, I'll put a link on your page, and
Okay.
then that way they can take a look.
I think
It's
all
a
of our
22-minute short, so. And I did write a couple songs in there too. They're just instrumental, but
Well, that's great that you actually performed and
I
wrote the
do.
music.
Barbara Streisand.
That is amazing.
my nose is a little bit smaller, but still.
Interesting. But how long did it take you to film?
Ooh boy, I would say about probably like 4 months in between, schedules and working and getting everybody together, and kind of being able to film when other places weren't really populated or busy or school was open, that kind of thing. Because we did stuff on the track, we did stuff in the gym, so it's kind of we obviously didn't. We didn't want people there while we were trying to.
Which
film.
gym? Area 51 or?
Oh, he's just pulling them out, huh? No, actually, we filmed in Chaffee.
Wow.
It's pretty big, so we did a scene in there, and I improvise a lot. I find angles, I find things, and I'm like, okay, we can shoot it this way. Cut this out, and it's just pretty simple.
Came pretty naturally for you, right?
It did. I just wanted to tell a story in a funny way without cussing or showing anything. So, hey.
Yeah,
My kids were in it too.
Oh, wow.
Well, now Sabrina's 25 and Steven's going to be 23. And at the time, Sabrina was 7 and Steven was 5. So, yeah. Was it? Wait, something like that. Wait, 2003. Never mind. You don't
Seems
need to
like
know how old I
yesterday.
am.
2003 seems like yesterday to me. I mean,
Well, that's when it came out, but yeah, we actually filmed it. It took a little bit of time to edit and stuff. So
yeah.
Was Upland helpful that you were shooting, or no at all?
I don't even think they had a clue.
Yeah.
I didn't ask. I just did it. I'm like, so this is what we're gonna do, and we're just gonna go around.
It's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I
it's
find
not.
that now. Well,
What?
no, it's not. Look at she's
No.
getting all red. Here,
I'm a little more reserved.
you ever seen Two Broke Girls? You're looking at it right here. Except they're not cupcakes; they're different cupcakes.
Yeah.
When did you guys go into business? When you decided to team up to do your company?
Was it the end of
November 2016.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
It wasn't easy to do. This was not easy to
People were just
manufacture.
like,
No, I mean,
Roll their
it's
eyes
so
like-
much involved.
There
I mean,
is.
we can't make
lot of-
that. I'm like,
Yeah.
well,
It took a while.
it can be made. You just can't do it. I'll find someone who can.
Yeah.
Boom, next person. And it wasn't until I actually kind of showed up at the Whacker company, the silicone company in Chino, and I'm like, I just kind of waited till the receptionist left. I'm like, I have to use the bathroom, and the president had to be there, and look at this is what I want to do. Can you help me? And he's like, I'm gonna put your name on this list. You need to go talk to these people. From here on out, non-disclosure agreement, but I like what you have to do and what you're doing, and I'm gonna see what I can do. So it just kind of started from there. Someone actually took
But it
me
ended up at
seriously.
3M.
wow.
Yeah, and then
Yes.
we went to the medical design convention in Anaheim, and I just was introduced to so many different people. And then from the samples and I think the hard part for us was actually finding the material when we went to see what was going to work best, because half the stuff doesn't stay on. They are bandages, and people don't want to feel like a patient. They want to feel sexy and beautiful.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, there's got to be a way that, women like to wear pasties. They like
Yeah.
to. So I kind of wanted to keep the concept there, but still keep it classy and pretty and functional.
Yeah.
So
But pasties are much easier to make.
It did-
manufacture.
yeah.
No, because they just punch them out. This is like printed, and then you have to make the tooling to fit
Yeah,
the
they-
design, and it stretches.
oh
It's-
God,
yeah,
how
it's-
much tooling did we
Yeah,
have to go
we
through?
went through a lot. It wasn't easy.
Wow.
I'm like, what is that? Does that look like that? I'm all, no, look, does that look? No, well, I guess it doesn't.
And the packaging that you put it in, you had to design. Have this cut and folded and.
Well, the concept that I believe, which is so important, is the packaging is just as important as the product. You can have
Yes.
two similar things, but I'm sorry, I'm one of
the
those. It's a
aesthetics, you know,
visual.
it's- yeah.
If I see a shitty packaging, I'm gonna go for the ooh,
Yeah.
because it's just the way it is.
It's
you
got to
know?
catch the eye.
You need something. If they're going to take as much pride in their product, they should do it all the way through. Between
Yeah.
the packaging, and then when you open it, there's information on it. It shows the directions, how to clean it, our warnings and cautions, and just I wanted it to be an experience. And her and I got together, and we thought, okay, every single concept that we had to go through, it was very thought out. It was very much thinking about what we would want to see, So
Let's keep it clean too.
beautiful, clean, sexy, and classy.
Now, how long does it work? I mean, how long can this thing last?
Well, with this product in particular, you can actually even cut off the stem and use it even longer. Some breasts, I am 38 double D. I have a friend of mine who actually is a smaller cup, and it works. So it conforms. You can make it any size that you want, really, and you can reuse it as long as you pay attention to the instructions. You can reuse it for a couple weeks. It really does last.
Those are the three different scars.
So we
that,
got a pattern.
yes.
So we got a circle, the lollipop,
and then the anchor.
and the anchor.
Those
So
are
this
different
one's
types.
the anchor style.
Now that actually
does all
covers
three.
all of those different procedures. That's what makes it universal.
And a lot of products out there, you have to buy each different.
You have to buy each one of
individually.
those,
Yes.
and they can run up to like $60 a pair. Some of them sell them for one because I mean, yeah, some people have surgeries on one breast, but I just find that very odd. You know, you're going to pay $30 for one. Just sell them as a pair. You know, it's just, and make it affordable. And you know, so
And fun.
yeah, we try to bring that. You
Yes,
know,
'cause we're
affordability, pretty fun.
Yeah.
You know,
And totally adjustable. So this is a great thing here. So you could it one size fits all.
it does. I think.
Yeah.
Because you can customize it. I mean, if you look on our website, we do have Q&A on there, and we have pictures that demonstrate without the stem. I mean, it's really entirely up to you. It really is a wonderful product that you can use, I would say, up to 12 hours a day. A lot of products you can actually, you can sleep with them, but I don't recommend it because it starts to look more worn. So we have them take it off, and then they can
You can apply
reapply
it on like a mirror
Oh.
while you're.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Impressive. So what made you come up with it? You were talking about that earlier. Gina, you said there was something you thought you thought up and you brought to Marcy. What made you think it was a big enough idea that you could do it?
well, it was a personal thing that the idea came to me in 2005, and I knew someday I would be able to bring this out there if nobody else did. And so by the time we got together, I was ready to launch this thing and start putting money into it. And she was looking for something to invest in that she believed in. And it just worked out. And so now we need the marketing, we need the exposure. So we need that rubber band in the sky.
Yes.
So hopefully 3M will do that, and this and other, just getting us out there. So
How did you come to 3M's attention?
because that was the best product, the best medical
Yes.
grade silicone out there, and it was perfect for what we were trying to make. And they really love women scientists and entrepreneurs, and they liked what we were doing. So we showed them the finished product. They were overjoyed, and let me get a hold of marketing. And so, yeah, they called us up. We had a Skype interview about 20 minutes long, and it was just amazing. So we're just waiting for them to edit it, and hopefully,
Write it up.
global, baby.
Yeah, could go around the world, all over the country, all
That's
over
what global
wherever.
means, stupid.
We're also looking for a licensing deal, so that's open too. Yeah. So, it's just the beginning. There's a lot of things we
we have
eventually
big
want to
ideas.
do, get into pediatrics. I mean, scars are reminders of situations that, it doesn't matter who you are or how old you are. If you can find something that makes you feel good while you're healing, and you can actually use something that gets rid of it, then that's all worth the while. So eventually we want to design something for men and pediatrics, and that the kids can use. So, I mean, the possibilities are endless. We just have to get this moving along. So
Wow, interesting.
it is.
Now, Marcy, when she pitched it to you, how long did you listen before you thought, okay, this is something I want to do?
Not
We
long.
didn't take long. No.
No,
We
I
had a
was
good
like-
conversation. I think we're on our way to a show.
Yeah, I'm like, we're
to
going
a
to talk.
concert. Yeah, no, she opened up and I was listening, and there's a lot of trust here. So absolutely. Like I said, I wanted to invest in something, and this is it.
A worthy project, it sounds like, And with the 3M interview coming up, that, like you said, that'll get global attention.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
I hope
Yeah,
it
that
goes
would be
global.
great. Thank
I know
you.
it-
Yes,
you
I
gotta-
do too.
That's what we're hoping for.
It needs
Yeah.
to.
Yes,
You
it
know?
does.
So how's that Batman thing doing?
This might be the saddest thing I've ever seen on the show. Jeff just wants to push the four of us out of the studio to play with this Batman. His little Batman.
Will you excuse me for a minute? Oh boy, I think I need one of those fans
Works like your
myself.
shirt too.
Yeah. Oh yes, it's a
Puppet shirt.
beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh yeah, look, they put right up there. You know,
Mr.
it's
Rogers.
King Friday.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, Bernard.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, can I try that fan, please?
Sure.
Yep, this is radio at its most compelling.
I know. They just wanted us to take our shirts off. What kind of show is this?
Turn off the air, gonna get him sweating.
Too old for that.
Interesting. How far back does your friendship go? You guys go all the way to high school, or?
No, but
I got a decade on her.
no, I would say about 10 years.
Yeah.
We've known each other, just at shows. Like, hey, how's it going? Actually, it was one of our promoter friends, Julian, that we always ran into each other at the same shows. I'm like, oh my God. Da, 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 da. So, yeah.
Interesting.
Music. It brings people together.
Yeah, it sure does,
love
man.
music.
Language.
That's my boyfriend. Music is my boyfriend.
Oh.
Music
my
is my
boyfriend.
girlfriend.
I met my boyfriend through music too.
Oh. Jeff has his Batman hand puppet.
Oh.
Boy, that's exciting. That's kind of fun. You know what I mean? How many dogs do you have?
I have 3 dogs. 3 dogs. And
They're all little? Like,
they're all little ones. It's a
Come on, show 'em,
Pomeranian
show 'em.
Chihuahua. I have a
They're cute.
Papillon Chihuahua, and then
Punk rock Bodie.
I have a Pekingese poodle.
He's so cute.
Yeah. Then I rescued 2 kitties last year.
Oh, so you got kitties
I
too.
do. Well, they're gonna be a year old on my birthday. They were born on my birthday.
Wow.
Guess what their names are? They're people names.
oh no. But by the way, a woman with a dog named Winston.
You don't name you don't name
Excuse
cats a
me.
Brian. I've
They
met a
came
cat
with their
named
name.
Brian
I have a
once.
picture of my
They already
dog
have
actually
names.
sitting on the couch with his hand on the armrest. So he is a Winston, thank you.
What are your cats named, Marcy?
They're Joey and Alice.
Wow.
It's my dogs that are.
They
I have a
sound
little
like
Chihuahua named Chewy, and then the Papillon is
Chewy,
Rex Brown.
Joey and Alice. They sound like the bickering couple
Bodie.
next door.
Have you ever had birds? I like
I
birds.
have had a bird. Yeah.
I like talking birds.
I had a crow once too.
I did too.
He was a wild crow.
crow?
He came every day to my house.
Wow.
Screamed for me.
I
fed
raised.
him.
You fed him?
I
Did you?
fed him. I put out water for him to take a bath, and
Wow, because they're usually in contact with humans, unless I found one that fell out of a nest, and his name was Inky, and he was a young crow, and I had a little cage for him, and I
didn't
brought him
cage
to
him.
school. I brought him to school for show and tell in
they're
4th
smart.
grade.
They're smart.
Yeah, very smart.
Mine played ball.
Don't
too.
pretend you know who you really were.
I heard this story. Jeff forgot. He was in 4th grade, so he didn't know you had to feed and water your bird.
Yeah.
Reminds me a lot of my succulents.
Okay, now I don't want to hear.
Like, oh, you have to water them once a year? Sorry.
Jeff came back to this twisted, gnarled pile of bones in the mouth.
How dare you? He was mischievous, but I let him in the kitchen, he'd go crazy and knock shit over and stuff.
His mother said, "You're supposed to feed him, Jeffrey." He was wailing over.
Let me alone, man. Don't give me crap about my pet bird.
Don't talk about dead animals.
Inky.
Inky the crow. Nobody else I know has a pet crow except for you.
But mine wasn't caged. He was wild, and he came
Wow.
every day. I told
Wow.
you, and I would throw him marble, and he'd chase it and bring it back. It was crazy.
You were throwing out some good energy there, man, for a crow to come, and hang out with you.
It was called food.
It's called food.
Jeffrey.
Yeah. You put him on it, Jeff. That's what happened to Inky.
He's just going to play with his puppet now.
Mommy, Inky turned into a skeleton.
What about you? You have.
I have a, yeah, I have a,
personalities.
yes, I have a Tweenie. It's a really good dog. The smallest dog I've ever had. I grew up with Irish setters.
Oh,
You know,
you don't see those anymore.
you don't.
No,
you really don't.
nobody. I've seen them.
They're beautiful.
Now that you mention it,
It breaks
I
my
haven't seen
heart.
one since the '80s.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, because when I saw her Scotties the other day, I just read a thing how Scottish Terriers were kind of a breed that hasn't been really pushed lately, and so they're kind of disappearing.
Yeah. Winston, I actually was on a wait list. I got him all the way in Bakersfield, and ironically, the breeders contacted me the other day. They're like, "We had just had our last, and the brother's gonna be living next to her." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Like, I thought you were done with the litter, but it's nice to hear that because they're not something that there's only, I think, 1 or 2 breeders in California. And then Lola, I got her from, it used to be Janie's, I believe it was, and they changed their name, but they were out in Landers. I mean, literally, you drove out to nowhere, and I'm like, there's rocks and desert. Oh, there's a little Scotty farm over here. So, and then
Wow.
we got little Lola, so,
But you should rescue.
So,
yeah, but they're my kids, so I feel I did rescue them from any potential bad homes they could have went to.
Yeah.
And I love them, so.
oh, I mean, but they're noisy dogs too, right? Is it a hard time keeping them in line?
Just when the mailman comes, Winston, he just, I mean, it's like, oh, he wants to show me how cool he is and rip everything up, including the blinds, pillows, and anything else. And he'll look at me for approval. I'm like, no. And he's just like, do we still get a treat?
Oh.
Like, oh.
So
I can't
did you
stay
have
mad.
Winston before Lola?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how?
I always wanted, well, I had, of course, I had Animal Kingdom too. I always had labs, and then I had cats, but they passed away, and it was very hard. And then I was like, I need another pet. So I've always wanted a Scottish Terrier, so that's.
I always need them.
So Marcy, did you get your little dogs one dog at a time, or all 3 at once, or how did you?
I
How
got
did
them
you?
once every 2 years.
She almost got
So I
another
could-
one.
Oh, I could.
I'm like,
I know.
I'm like,
I have
let's
to
go.
turn and run.
Focus.
So how you
focus.
got one dog, and then you bring another dog, and then
Yes.
what is there an alpha dog there?
No,
or-
all 3 of my dogs are males. And then my 2 rescue little kitties is a boy and a girl. And
They get along with the dog.
Oh, yeah.
Are they
We all
related?
get along.
Are the cats related?
Yes, brother and sister.
Wow.
Found in a parking lot. Yes.
So this is very these two right here. I mean, I'm surprised it took this long for you two to meet.
I know.
No, it's just like
I don't even know how we became Facebook friends. And then I think it was a
Good old
Batman
Facebook.
thing. No, you were funny. You were so
Well,
funny.
you
and
know
I
what?
think I
That
reached out.
you made me feel really good when someone messaged you like, "Hey, I'm having a bad day. I saw that post, that video you made, and it make that made me feel good because I
That's right.
have bad days too, man. And some days, and when you said that meant a lot to me, Marcy, when you told me
Oh,
that.
it was funny. You're funny. You're crazy funny.
She's a good heart.
You're a liar.
So you're going for an Easter Bunny ride this year with your helmet?
Oh yeah,
The Adventures.
That-
Jeffrey Sargent.
that will happen Sunday. I have the Easter Bunny head. I just didn't have enough time to make. I got those jumping stilts, and I put on.
Oh,
the-
Lord. Like Evel Knievel?
But I wanted to put the make some bell bottoms, white
should
bell
jump-
bottoms to put on the legs on them. But I just don't have time to do that.
You should jump off a building doing that.
Right over, right over Metro Nissan over the 10 freeway.
I say, yeah, you should jump off the
Get pay-per-view.
the Nissan, the Monaco Nissan sign. Bernard, me and your Batman hand puppet will take over the show next week. Bernard, you're down with this, right?
My new car. Patrick's not here today, so
Roy and Jimmy, the Batman hand puppets.
Oh, boy.
So are you from around here?
I am from Detroit, Michigan.
Okay.
But the cool thing, the interesting thing about here is it's an interesting culture. I mean, you're growing up without half your seasons. You know what I mean? I mean, we get rain, but there's no snow or anything else.
there's extreme where you're from.
Yeah, but that, you see, the people in the Midwest don't have that choice. I want to see snow, I'll go up the mountain. F snow, I mean, and mosquitoes in the summertime. We don't get very many mosquitoes out here. You know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah. No bugs.
yeah, no bugs. It's
No
kind of,
snow.
you go back east and, you know, when you're drinking beer with your old friends, everyone's under a bug light. You know what I mean? There's no bug lights out here.
I wonder why it's so
You
populated.
see the mosquitoes? They're like this big these days. They're pretty big. I saw some the other night.
Although some are, you gotta
Mosquito
remember, yeah, the mosquito hawks actually kill mosquitoes. So they're the good guys, but people swat them because they think they're mosquitoes.
If you are drinking with your friends and you see mosquitoes, you kind of take it in a different turn.
Yeah.
You know? I don't
Yeah,
want them
you-
on me. I don't want them near me. I don't want them touching me. I'm sweet. I get bit all the time. Tell me more about my eyes.
But I'm excited about the Montclair Canyon. You know, how long? You said it'd been open about a week or a month or something.
Last week, I believe the 12th.
Wow.
Playing there.
I looked the other day. They had Al Stewart playing there, and I thought, wow, Al Stewart, 7
The
minutes.
year of the cow.
Yeah, he's one of those mellow
That's
guys.
who that guy is.
Yeah, no, he's great.
My parents used to listen to him. I like Al Stewart. You know what I mean? I mean, you know.
Jonesy's jukebox. He likes him. Jonesy.
Yeah,
plays him a
Jonesy
lot.
plays a lot of him. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Oh, back
I
to
wanna
the
see- I would
back
like-
to pimping.
That's right.
About
Do the
another
dance.
10 minutes, we're going to be wearing these. Keep your eyes open, fellas.
You should apply it over.
Oh, okay. Would you like to see a demonstration?
Oh,
of how
Gosh,
easy
would I?
It is to apply. Okay. All right.
What's the strip right here? How did
It
that?
keeps
Now
that
that
on
took some
here.
designing too. I mean,
Wow, yeah. It has to stick. Stay on.
wow, you girls are really smart.
Okay. So, this.
This is compelling
Talk
radio,
amongst
but you gotta
yourself.
talk.
Talk amongst yourself. I'll
When
give
you're
you a
quiet, when you're
You're
quiet,
peeling
it's
the.
like-
Okay.
Jethro Tull. Neither Jethro nor Tull. Discuss.
so this is radio. You have to say something.
Okay. She's peeling the plastic off the patch.
And it's pretty easy. You just kind of size up whether your nipple after your surgery, nipple or no nipple, depending on what procedure you had done, and you just kind of apply it. Of course, it's over the shirt because you're not getting that lucky. And let me just
You
get
follow
this.
the scar line.
Yeah, you follow the scar line. And unlike other products, people complain that they stick and then they're you can't use them. You can't take them off. These
Once they're on.
just kind of, well, I'm wearing a shirt, but this just gives you an idea of, you know. Is that better? So,
Interesting. And how long does it last? How long will?
what we have, our guarantee is for a week. But if you take good care of it and you follow the instructions, how to remove it, how to clean it, the warnings and the cautions, and what to do and what not to do, you can get a couple weeks use. And you can even eventually, these things, this can roll, you can trim it, you can just revive it, or you can cut this part off if you just want to do that, and you can lay out in the backyard, you can take a dip in the pool.
Oh, it's waterproof.
It is water resistant.
Water resistant.
Which means
Yeah, you're not going to spend the whole day at the beach or the pool with
well,
it.
submerged for a long period of time is not recommended. You can take it off in the shower. It comes off a little easier. The first few times it's going to be a little sticky, but that's because of the medical grade silicone.
And the material will stay wet, so if you do wear it in the shower, it's going to be
So-
wet when you get out.
Feel this to give you an idea of what the medical grade
You
silicone.
could try it on now, Jeffrey.
Yeah, come on.
Right over
You can get a picture of that. Right
Mr.
over
Rogers.
Right? No. You don't have a nipple there.
Wow, amazing.
It's
wow,
so beautiful.
It's
This is really exciting, co-host.
feel that. It's
That's what heals the scars. It flattens the keloid scars. It lightens and brightens the
Softens
texture.
it.
What is it scented with? It has an interesting smell to it.
Scent.
Yeah,
That's
is it?
me, baby. That
Interesting. 100% Gina. Every product.
I'm glad you like it. But yes, so Marcy, would you like to demonstrate it? No. She's the more conservative one. I'm like, I'll go.
You're
for
more
it.
of a performer than Marcy.
I'm on the sidelines.
You're on the sidelines.
She holds my purse while I put the tassels on.
All right. Well, we should introduce her to Betty Beware and get her in the next burlesque show.
There you go.
Hey, if it's advertising, how does it look? Is it on right?
Yeah, sort of ish.
Well, I can't. See
Looks
it,
good from over here.
But yeah, so
That's cool. That's very cool. And what is your follow-up product? Do you guys have something in line for it next?
Oh, actually, I have the material for it.
There we go.
So you can see what the product looks like.
Nifty.
It is going to. Here, Gina, you're the
It's-
talker.
this is how stretchy it is. Where most
This is how it
product
starts on a material.
And
like
then
this.
this will be on here, down here, for like the tummy tuck and the C-section. That's the next thing that we're working on. So the material's wonderful. I mean, there's just nothing on the market like that. If you see anything or you read up about it, it's just continuous the same.
Can I feel that
I
material?
mean,
This is just like what they make those cosplay when we go to these conventions and we see all these
It's-
superheroes and.
very nice. It's conformative.
Wow.
Would you like some stretch pants made out of it?
Well,
for
it
your
is
convention?
polyester and spandex. So
So the basic materials for your superhero costume, Jeff.
Yeah.
what I was going to show you
Like
is
it.
some of the different reviews that I actually just pulled up, and you just see stuff like this all the time.
We were watching you writing them out in the parking lot.
What?
The good reviews. No.
For a perfect
Yeah.
example, they spent $800 on the Embrace, and they spent over $800. After 3 days, it didn't stay. They can't return it. It's still stuck to itself, like what you just saw. But it was easy for me. Of course, when it's on skin, it's a lot different than on a T-shirt.
Yes.
So, but I'm not gonna,
Yeah. Look,
Yes. Yes.
And why not? Don't
On
you
our
want to sell this
website.
thing? What
And
is
Mother's
your...
Day's coming up too. So
Mother's Day. Yes.
we're gonna have some promotions,
Yes, we are.
more giveaways. So
Now, where can people follow this product online?
we are at www.generation-skin.com. So even if you type out generation-skin.com, it'll still come to our website.
Great.
And we're on Instagram, generation_skin, and then Generation Skin 21 on Facebook. So
Good.
And you
Awesome.
could get much more information there too.
yeah.
Testimonials.
Good. Yeah. Testimonials are good. Yes.
Yeah, we have more coming too.
We're coming to the
no.
end of our
Speaking of
show.
Unfortunately, we're in the last 5 minutes. you know?
Yeah. So,
Good thing we didn't come at 7. Who knows what we would have talked about? You probably would have seen
well, it was
these.
a great show today. We had a lot of fun. We want to thank you too for coming on our show.
Thank you
And-
for having us.
You're welcome.
It's nice to meet you finally.
Yes, Marcy. Oh my
I know.
God. This is great. Okay, everybody, this is the end of the Jeff and Janky show. Stay tuned for next week. We don't know what we're going to come up with, but we're coming up with something.
Happy Easter and
Lots of
happy
surprises.
Passover. Happy Easter and happy Passover, gang. Have a great weekend. Be careful, and we'll see you all on Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye.